Stop it. Stop it. Stop breaking no contact with that person who treated you badly and broke up with you, disregarded you, literally threw you to the floor and left you in a heap. You can't eat, you can't sleep. All you can do is think about this person, because even though they treated you terribly, you just want them back. You can't cope without them. You are literally struggling to get through your days without them. And when they're reaching out with their little breadcrumbs, you're answering them. Or you're sending them messages, sending them emails, sending them voice notes, begging them back, sending big, long paragraphs about how you're sorry, even though they were the one who treated you bad. Really? Really? You're honestly telling me that this is the only person for you? Out of 8 billion people in this world, that one who treats you appallingly is the only person who is for you? I think not, Sonny Jim. I think not. But until you look in the mirror and you realise who you are, you're going to keep putting up with second-rate, half-hearted relationships. That is not for you. That is no good for you. It's never ever going to make you happy. It's never ever going to fulfill you. You're never going to have that relationship you want if you're staying stuck with this person who, quite frankly, my darling, wasn't worth the scrapings off the bottom of your shoe. But until you realise this, nothing is going to change, because let me remind you something. What you put up with, you end up with. Never ever forget that. So it's time for you to open your eyes, realise who you are, and stop putting up with this. If you're struggling with doing no contact, it's probably because you're not doing it right. Because to be honest with you, most people are not doing it right. So grab my book, Silence is Your Superpower. It is an absolute game changer. An absolute game changer. But you've got to do it properly. You've got to follow every single step in it. If you follow every single step, contact me a month after you've done it and tell me that you don't feel a hell of a lot better. But you've got this, darling. You've got this. Be strong. You don't need to be with somebody who's not treating you right. You don't need to stay in that relationship. You have one life. One. Treat it accordingly.